very equivalent to this is Fable. I'll bring it back there if you want. That's the first one. Everyone loved it, even though it's still not technically a good game if you play it now. And then we got two horrible games coming out, and then it went on hiatus for I don't know how long it's been
Are you?
since that game came. It's almost 20 years
Which is
since
a good
people got a
Fable.
good Fable
Is one
game.
of them really good?
The
People
answer to
like
that
the
is
first
0.
one,
None of them are good.
and people will, I guess, applaud the Fable 2 for you get a dog in it that you can pet. That's pretty good.
I've
Ahead of
And
its
then the
time.
rest of everything's bad.
I've played Fable 2 and Fable 3. Uh, Fable 3, Hayden wrapped me into it because he was like, we could play it together.
Yeah,
While
I tricked him. I tricked him.
While yeah, he definitely tricked me because he can only be like a ghost in my world or something, and I can like follow his footprints, and that's it. He can't interact with my world. All they
Yeah,
could
I
do
don't
is
know
just
what
help me
happened to
out.
that whole franchise. They got a lot of money when the whole
Are those
RPG cat genre of games came up. They were like headlining it because they're
the
like their first
three?
games. You can make your own choices and good or bad.
Well, yeah. Are those three games like the Mass Effect games, where they like intertwine with each other, or are they just
No,
random different games?
they're basically random in a sense. I mean, they tried to link them together,
It's
but all
like
the stories are basically separate.
the best way I can describe Fable is like if you took Game of Thrones, you took like a serious, like nice, sophisticated story, like Game of Thrones, and you threw it out the window.
I think Will's saying that because it's got the medieval
Just
aesthetic.
like the
And
Lannister kid when he jumped out the window.
yeah, you throw that Game of Thrones out the window, and you just take all the comedy that doesn't land in Game of Thrones, and you put that into a game,
Yeah, it
and
tries to be funny.
that's what Fable is.
Well, then what's the new game going to be about? Are you even excited for it then?
For the
Because they're
Fable
shitting
4,
on it a lot. The
I
new
am
one.
unbelievably excited for the one that's coming out.
Well,
I've
why?
been waiting for it for so long. It's made by, I guess, a good team of developers that work on, I think, Forza, right? I believe that's them.
Yes. I did know that actually.
And I just feel like they're actually a game studio that can handle themselves and not lie to everybody. I feel like
So
they'll put together.
it's not a MOBA. I thought I heard it was a MOBA.
I don't think so. I think it's going straight to RPG single player kind of game.
Oh, thank God. That's what I love.
Because if they tried to do anything, I mean, Elder Scrolls tried to do Elder Scrolls Online after Skyrim blew up, and all they did was make a worse MMO than you can play anywhere else. But this one costs a lot of money, and there's in-game transactions everywhere.
I'm just curious why, like, not it wasn't E3, but Xbox's conference they did. Everyone was so hyped for Fable
Everyone
before
was
it was
really.
announced. Yeah, everyone was talking about, oh, they're going to announce Fable. They're going to announce Fable, and everyone was
I,
so hyped. And I
I
was like, I
was
don't even really
excited
know what
because it was.
Fable is.
I felt like I was on the inside. I was
People
like getting
were
all the
excited.
information.
People were excited for Fable, and I don't
Oh,
understand
people
why.
still are. People are out of their minds.
I don't
Just
get
because
it.
nostalgia is the only reason at all. If anyone ever played any of the other Fable games at all when they were an adult, like now recently, no one's excited for it. If you
Do
played
you
it when you
think,
were back when you were a kid, you're excited for
like, two of my favorite franchises, I'll use Resident Evil as an example. Like, I think they should stop making Resident Evil games.
it. Yeah.
But the old ones are
How
so
many?
good that when they remake them, it's like, oh my God, this is everything I could have wanted.
There's
It's like,
like
should they have just done that with Fable, or should they have made the new one?
there's like
I think they should make a new one. I think
You
they
think
could
they should
tell it.
fix the old game?
There's a whole story going on with the first game. If you just read books and stuff, you can get a whole storyline. The idea is they're either gonna scrap the first two games by writing in some shoehorn. I don't know that matters anymore. We're starting from here, or they're gonna go back in time before the first one came out and tell in some fantastical world with a bunch of different magic and whatnot going on. Those are the two possibilities. Either or is fine with me. I don't care if they shoehorn off with that horrible storyline where you become a king
I
and
can
do
see it
nothing.
like a God of War kind of thing because it's been so long and so many people haven't
Yeah, they
played
got
Fable.
options. Yeah, no one's gonna
Just
care
return
if they do their own storyline with the setting or the characters or anything at all.
Well, I guess I'm kind of hyped for it. I might play it.
I'm definitely playing it, and I'll probably upset again. I'm probably
yeah. I
gonna
was
be
gonna say,
upset.
what are your hopes for it? Though? Like we talk about Bethesda when it comes.
If I plot all the data points, Fable 1, Fable 2, and Fable 3, and then that Fable game that they tried to launch that was the what you get 4 friends together, 3 of them are heroes and one of them's the bad guy, and he's doing like he's overwatching and making things happen in the little
Evolve?
chambers. Yeah, it was like Evolve basically, except instead of you being the monster, you're just like the game master looking overhead the game board, and then the 3 heroes are actually in first person down in the thing, and you get to try to mess with them, stop them from winning.
That's always fun. The first Doom game had that, I think.
Yeah, it was cool, and then it immediately got canceled. I think immediately. I don't know why. I guess they ran out of money. So projecting all this onto a data board, I think the next game is gonna suck, and that's gonna be the end. I think it's gonna suck. I think I'm gonna play it. I think I'm gonna beat it. I think I'm gonna play it again, and then I think I'm gonna tell nobody to buy it ever.
Because I wanted to
I
talk
actually-
about. I want to talk
I
about.
feel his pain because if there's a new Mass Effect game, I'm gonna feel the exact same way that he feels right now. So I get it. I get it.
Mass
I
Effect
don't-
3 and 2 are great.
I think the first one's great too. It needs work.
I don't know if I'm like that way with any game franchise right now. I'd have to think about it. Maybe with
God of
Peggle.
War, I mean, Godzilla movies. That's probably